Hello and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be looking at another, and every day a new pronunciation attempt here, but Ludum Dare 24 game. And again, the theme of Ludum Dare this time is evolution. And this game is called Complexitivity, which is a very complex name, and it actually took me a couple tries to nail that on the first one. But anyway, it looks like a game where you need to avoid some sort of a malicious AI who is trying to delete the floor away from you and grab little toolkits which will repair the virus. That's what I'm assuming this game is about anyway. So there's like a grid and it's disappearing and we just need to try and stay alive as long as possible and, you know, not fall through the red blinking parts. So we're going to give it a shot. So this was one of the very few games that I actually wanted to look at. Coincidentally, I also happened to get an email from the developer of this one asking if I could check this one out, so it actually worked out quite nicely. I had a list, I don't know, it's maybe like 5 to 8 games that I thought were really quite promising looking from the Ludum Dare roster this time, and yeah, thankfully this was one of them. So, let's check out the settings real quick. There's not very much to see here. Inverted mouse on or off, mouse sensitivity is 5. Those are our settings. Okay, well, I guess that means all we have left to do is jump in, give it a shot, see how long this goes for. I don't imagine this is going to be an especially long episode again, but I'm going to intersperse my LD24 coverage with some other stuff as well, because there have been a few very notable things that have shown up lately, but I won't spoil the surprise for you. I guess we'll just wait and see. So, new game. Got a pumpin' soundtrack here, which definitely helps to energize us. Let's check out. Got a PNG accidental doc, rebel.com. That's probably bad. Something about Unity. Looks like the Unity logo everywhere, actually. Oh, and I noticed this too when I was doing my test. Humans rarely look up. Well, guess that makes me something else entirely. So we need to be watching the floor here for potential changing tiles. I'm usually pretty nimble about stuff. I don't think this should be too hard to avoid, right? I mean, so this is just going to repair the areas it looks like right adjacent in various sort of randomized directions. So we're just going to be sort of trying to hold on as long as we can here and not fall through. I have to... Oh, well, that's a little cheap. I was picking it up, man. Alright, let's try it again. Not much fanfare when you lose either, you're just sort of like dumped out to the title screen. But again, LD games made in 48 hours, so we're not going to nitpick too much. I was going to say before, this motif actually reminds me quite a bit of the movie Lawnmower Man, which is a little funny. If you remember that scene towards the end where Job is like running around in the network and he's like spinning all these freaking hexagons or something, trying to like make hacking happen, because, you know, back in the, what was it, late 80s, early 90s when that movie came out, hacking was a very mysterious, magical type thing that you pretty much needed to know, like, necromancy to be able to do, and it made you, like, a super crazy punk. This game seems to get hard pretty quickly. I was expecting a bit more of a gradual ramp up. I do have to point out the controls are a bit on the sludgy side as far as, like, movement goes. Moving the viewpoint around is very smooth, but actually, you know, driving your character... Oh, that was lame. 14 points. Yeah, actually sliding your character around in this environment is definitely on the slow side. And if this game had really super nimble, like, fast response controls, I think I would probably be a little better off. But, you know, basically first-person platforming in general is not usually the smoothest thing. If you guys will harken back to the old Turok, the dinosaur hunter on the N64, if you remember those like crazy pillars you had to jump across and all kinds of platforming sequences, usually didn't work out too well, but that was also on a controller. Now we've got proper WASD mouse and keyboard setup. So it looks like our angry rogue AI over there... Oh, come on. That's not quite very fair. Yeah. You see his version number down in the corner there actually upgrades after a certain number of these tool pickups. See, he gets all upset and then it upgrades. And then I guess that's going to say 2.0 complete. Yeah. These monitors are actually apparently sprite-based because they actually shift in every direction, which is kind of a good touch, I guess. Well, come on. I guess the red actually flashes in your visor a little bit, which is kind of good. The visor that we seem to be looking out through reminds me a bit of Metroid Prime, which is usually a good reference to have. Things seem to be moving along very quickly here. But yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of like randomly dying without really any foreknowledge. Like, I mean, it seems like sometimes you just are walking and then you just fall through the floor, which is kind of a problem, I'd say. Oh, well, that was just a poor jump on my part. So what's my high score? 13? I gotta get to 20 before we can end this. I don't want this to get too repetitive either, though, so if it turns out that we're not doing well, I guess I'll bring it to a close. But I think I can do it. I don't think 20 is unattainable. So I guess as we get to each level, you'll see in the top there's the HUD point there. It says points 3, next level 20. It said before, you know, next level was 3. So I guess when you reach a level, it resets. Like the grid you walk on, I guess. Definitely fitting music. I don't know if you can hear it too well because I have it turned down as always, but it definitely does give you the desire to run around. Like the Geometry Wars type mechanic to making the music really pump you up a little bit. I do notice the little effects, like there's little particle effects coming off of the toolkits here, which look kind of nice, I guess. There's also like a little plume of light coming up around it, which is kind of cool. And again, we're not going to nitpick too much since this is a 48-hour game, so I think it's actually pretty decent. But there are a few issues, of course. You know, the general feel of it feels a little bit blocky. I mean, obviously, look at the shapes we're walking around on. Wow. Alright, this is a tight spot we're in here. Could really use a break now. Will it delete every... Oh, we made it! We made it to 20. Next level is 50. Holy crap, we're never going to make it to 50. Anyway, what I was saying before is, and when I say blocky, I really don't mean the grid that we're running around on, because what the hell can you do with that? I'm more talking about the background, how it's just, we're basically existing in a giant cube, which, I generally like that, but in this case it just seems like there could be a little bit more going on in the background. But, you know, again, 48 hours, I would say if we gave these guys another few days, maybe that's something that may have happened. Oh, that is not where I wanted to go at all. Alright, this is like a Mirror's Edge challenge map at this point. Good thing to probably want to be compared to, I would think. Some variation in the colors would have been cool too, like if the grid itself changed as you reached each new level. Maybe add some effects or something crazy to it. Oh, I don't think I can even make this jump. Oh, I can. 32 points, I'm doing quite well now. I don't think I can jump this far, or maybe I can. Don't disappear on me, man. Alright. There's no way I'm making it to 50, though. Seriously? I can't do that. Okay. Well, I'm resigned to my fate. 33 points, I think, is pretty freaking good. When I just started playing this, and it's like, it actually ramps up quite fast, and look, all the tiles are gone. So all we have left is the toolkit, and hopefully you were standing on it to get it, but if you're not, too bad. I just realized the grid shape in the background actually looks like the helmet of the main character from Time Shift. There's a pretty random reference for you, I bet few of you will even care or get that one. But if you did, oh well. So I guess that's going to wrap us up for Complexitivity. Complexitivity, I really have a hard time saying that. Could use like a few less syllables in that one. Just call it Complexivity, I guess. I don't know. Just complex. That's going to wrap us up for this episode. Another LD24 game. Definitely worth a look. I can't say you're going to get more than 10 or 15 minutes out of this one as far as, you know, long-term enjoyment, but it is a fun little romp for a moment or two. Are these actually sprite-based? Because now that I'm seeing it, these tiles in the background, these looks like monitors, they don't seem to be sprite-based actually, so maybe they are actually just following the viewpoint of the player. They totally look like they're mapped onto rectangles or something. Well, whatever. So, I will leave us off with the usual closing. Remember to head on over to the website, which is www.indie-impressions.com, and you can hook up with the forums, check out whatever I post on a daily basis, sort through all the games. They're all categorized by distribution. You can check out the giant list of free games, you can check out my top 10, and I am still working on a currency system to maybe get some free games out to you guys. And let that also go out to you developers out there. If any of you have extra promo keys that you would like to hook our awesome community up with, please don't hesitate to send me a PM via YouTube or through the website. I have a contact form right on there. I would be more than happy to work out some sort of arrangement with you. Do whatever I can anyway. And of course, there's also the Facebook page, facebook.com/IndieImpressions, and the Twitters at RockLeeSmile and at IndieImpression. So any help that you guys feel like giving me is much, much appreciated. If you guys can mention me to a friend, talk about me on Reddit, anything like that will help us reach our goal to reach as many people as possible and spread the word of awesome indie games in any way we can. So that will wrap us up for today. Thank you again for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow with another one because I do these every single day. We're going 151 episodes strong, and I don't want to stop anytime soon. So thank you for watching, and have a lovely night. Later.